And now to welcome you and I is Qanoon. Qanoon, Law and Order of Life. Qanoon here on Salam India is presented to us by Attorney Raja Bhandari of Sex and Settlements and Attorney Raja Bhandari himself. Today, this popular attorney is going to address to you and I a question-answer session on business relations and problems. Let's see.
Good afternoon. This is Raja Bhandari from Law Offices Raja Bhandari and Sex and Settlements from Annandale, Virginia. Welcome back, friends. We are talking these days on the business and related situation and circumstances. Today, we will be talking about if you own a business, then you should have a will. Of course, it depends upon your assets. We talked about so many times. You should have a will or a living trust or revocable trust or any other trust for that matters. However, we will start with a will. The question is, I own a business, should I have a will? Absolutely yes. The reason behind is that if you do not have a will, obviously state will decide who's going to get what. Your spouse, your children and your relatives, for that matters, it is basically open Pandora. So I would recommend very strongly when you own a business, make sure you have a proper will. That way you can dictate the terms that if you are not survived by, or if there is anything happen to you rather, then particular person, particular individual should be handling the business, taking care of all your business related matters. So that way your spouse, your children, if you have minor children, can be taken care of that. Because see, so many people, they start business, but they do not protect themselves first. You have to think this is also a planning. If you are doing something, you're working day and night and you're making money for your family, think about it. If something happened to you, who's going to be taking care of whatever you started? So it is a very important situation for a business person that you should have a written document, power of attorney to someone, or as well, let's say that you have some problem with you or you get incapacitated, then you should have a power of attorney during that incapacity that someone can take care of your business. Or if you're no more, then you should have a will or other documents that trust. That way they can take care of all the assets, who should go, how the business should be handled. Now, the most important thing is that executor. When you prepare a will, then you appoint an executor that who will be opening the estate for you, who will be responsible day to day matters for your business or after that for your family. So you have to choose a very trustworthy executor. If you do not have a will, of course you don't have an executor. Then of course your state where you live, they will be deciding who is going to be the administrator of that particular estate. Of course, that administrator does not have much interest in your personal life or as well as in business. They will be doing the routine work, and then in that routine work, they will not be protecting. I won't say they are not protecting, but at the same time for them is a routine work. If you choose someone, your relative, your spouse, your child who is not minor as an executor, of course that person will be having family in mind, your interest in mind, and you want to make sure he'll take the business further wherever you wanted that business to go. So make sure that these things are properly corrected and properly drafted, and talk to the attorney of your choice, so that way your business is protected, your family is protected. Now the next question we have is, should I consult a lawyer when selling a business? Now you have to understand one thing. This is a very important issue because you establish a business, and in business there are so many things, there are so many legal issues are involved. There are, like, let's for example, there's a lease involved, there is an agreement involved, there are other related tax related documents are involved. So if you think that you can do it by yourself and then you miss something, obviously the other person who you're selling the business have a claim against you. I give you one example. Most of the time people think that I have a loan against the business and then they borrow, I will pay, and they don't disclose to the buyer. You have to understand that loan is against the business, against the assets. Now, then you have to decide that you have to pay that off. Of course, buyer has to take the title free and clear. Is that for the business or for the property you're buying? It's the same thing. So, most of the people forget about that. They think buying a business is so easy. Getting into anything is so easy. Problem comes when you don't know, you miss something, and then later on you have to sort it out and you clear that issue. That's where the problem. Then the other issue comes that you want to sell the business as a complete company, or you want to sell the business only assets. So you have to consult an attorney of your choice when you are willing or able to sell the business. The next question is that after doing the research, what steps should I take when purchasing the business? That's an interesting question. Now, for example, you have money, you want to do business, make sure you have proper research that what business you are getting into. Don't think that that person, your friend, is doing that business, he's making good money, then you should be also getting that into that business. If you do not know ABC of that business, obviously you will harm yourself. So make sure that what are your basically qualities are, what are your experts, in what expert areas you are in, what good you are in. So that way, if the business in that related area, let's say that I practice law and somebody say buy the restaurant, I don't know ABC of that. So restaurants are doing good, I should make money. That's not the criteria to buy the business. If you know, you have interest, you can handle it, of course you can do that. Do the proper research, hire a proper competent, what you call your real estate agent or broker for that matter for the business, so that broker can consult you and then you can consult broker how the thing's going to go. And then of course you have to have a competent attorney, business attorney who can advise you accordingly. Friends, time is up for today. See you next time. This is Raja Bhandari. So long.